Well, my actual name is Devin Levi Maldonado, and then my drag name is Horchata, which it's supposed to be a pun on like the Mexican drink horchata, but spelled it whore. I am 25 years old. I'm from here, from the Valley in Texas, the Rio Grande Valley. I moved to Iowa to go to college for 6 years back in like 2013, and then now I've been here in the Valley for a year. When I was in Iowa City, there was a couple bars that everybody would go to, and then one of those bars was Studio 13, which is an LGBT nightclub. That's where I started going out, and then I was exposed to drag, and there would just be like people, because I would like to dance, and there would be people being like, when are you going to start drag, and when are you going to do drag, or would you ever do drag? And I thought about it, but at the time I wasn't super fond of the idea, but then after a little bit, like it kind of grew on me, and they have these special shows called Drag U, where another drag queen who's been there and has been doing the shows for a while will choose someone, and then you'll have your own Wednesday night show. So then that's how I kind of started drag, and then from like when I did my Drag U, a lot of people came out. It was so much fun, because at the time, like, I was only filling in my brows, and that was it. Like maybe a little foundation every now and then, but like it was never full on like eyeshadow, contour, all that stuff. And then when I did my Drag U night, I was like, okay, like this was fun, like I want to do it. There's like a drag scene everywhere you go, or you can find like a drag scene everywhere you go. It's just a matter of like where it is, and like they might not have the most popular drag, but it's still like they still have drag shows in general. And I guess like I kind of just assumed when I moved back down here that there would be a drag scene, because Texas in general has a very different drag scene than most places. All I can say about Texas is that it's a very pageant scene of drag. I've always liked to be on a stage, but I was still nervous just because it was something that I had never done before. I had, a wig on, I had makeup on, I had heels on, I had a costume on, so it was like a very different performance. So I was nervous about that, but also I was very excited because a lot of people had shown up that night, and I was not expecting it. I first told my mom I was doing drag, like, it was before my Drag U night, and I told her, hey, I'm going to do this, and she was a little bit confused by it, but we kind of, like, worked it through, just because, like, it was a long time ago that my mom thought I was transgender, and I wasn't. If I was transgender, I would be okay with that, but I don't think that I am. I like the idea of switching back and forth between being a boy and being like a drag queen. I think my biggest motivation right now is to not be in my head all of the time and not be anxious, because when I'm anxious, it's always because I'm like fearful of something. So now I'm trying to counter that and not be so afraid all the time, and just kind of like breathe and kind of relax. And I think that's like my main motivator, because I don't want to be anxious, so I try to be not anxious, if that makes sense. The main challenge is like not being able to go out and perform live and whatnot. But like I said, we've been doing these little talk shows on Facebook, and we've been doing like little virtual shows like here and there. I mean, it's just something that we're just going to have to go through for right now until the bars are able to open back up. Because I do miss like seeing everybody, and we can talk on FaceTime and whatnot, but it's never the same, It's super different when you're there at the bars and you're getting ready, and you're talking with these people that are also getting ready with you, and so you kind of like grow a bond together. But now I just have more time to be thinking about what else I can do and more ideas that I can come up with. When I want to go into a competition, I kind of want to be more prepared than I have been in the past, because I've done competitions and I've done things like that, but like I wasn't really super prepared for them. But now that we're in quarantine, I have a lot of time to be focusing on ideas, maybe coming up with some like outfits so that like I can prepare for the next pageant or when like everything opens back up. Since quarantine, I've been doing a little bit of virtual shows, and so I'll record videos and I'll edit them, and um, we'll have like a little virtual show and put them all together and play them for people on Facebook Live or something. But it's just not the same. I miss being in drag and I miss seeing people. Mostly because like I like doing makeup and I like showing off my makeup to people and I like getting compliments for that. And it's not the same like when you're just here at home, because I'll get into full drag and then I'll start recording my video, but like I just want to show off my makeup. For the most part, I just want my name to be out there and for people to know who I am rather than like being perfect, you know? Like, I know when I first started drag, like, I wasn't really in it because I thought I was a good performer. I thought I would be good at it. But I just liked it because I liked performing and I missed the performance aspect of being on a stage. And so I think drag kind of helped me get back into that, because I can't really act and I can't really sing, but I love to dance. But this also like helps with that. And then adding in like a love for makeup, like it's just kind of like the best of everything.